Well, hello, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut. I'm here with Francisco Ruvalcaba. How you doing, man?
Good, good.
I feel like I'm not really talking to myself. There we are. I feel better now. So normally we're here at 11 a.m. Had some little things going on today, so we're just doing a little bit later.
Yeah, but we definitely want to get back to everybody and keep reiterating of, not really waiting. As
Really?
we
They
still
shouldn't
see,
wait?
no, don't wait, never wait. As long as you can buy and you're like in a comfortable position to do it, and the numbers are ringing out right, go for it. We still are seeing a lot of struggles with our inventory. Um, as we go into summer, it's funny. I was having this little debate like with my broker, and he was saying, he thinks that the summer may slow down a bit, or not slow down, but he thinks that there will be a little bit of a higher reflection of higher inventory. Uh, I think that there will maybe be a buffer period, right, where people are doing their vacations, things like that.
Right.
But nonetheless, our inventory still just doesn't support a slowdown. I feel.
No, there's not going to be a slowdown. What I think we're going to see is in the last week of May, first week of June, our normal. Hey, kids are out of school, now we got to go on a 1 week vacation to do this or do that, and then when they come back, I think it's just going to be gangbusters again.
Yeah,
But that's my own opinion. Gangbusters with the inventory we have, right?
Well, with that being said, too, I feel like it's going to lead to our, I fear for it. I hope it doesn't exactly get that bad again, but yeah, like kind of reflecting that COVID market where we had like 30 offers on houses.
Well, that's where we're going to get to. So,
right. I think we're still seeing, the way that the trends are showing for rates. I know that they were up this week and everything, however, it's all leading towards this big drop. That's, I feel, is going to be coming like towards the end of summer.
do you do you have your little crystal ball out?
No, everyone. I mean, granted, I mean, it's all. I mean, every single piece of information we take and everything too. It's at the end of the day. I mean, yes, there are assumptions, right? And it's just what we're seeing.
We've never been here before. That's the whole thing.
Right.
Never came out of pandemic, never had a change of administration. And this administration wants to spend as much money as they can. I'm not saying other ones haven't, but and we went from a 3% interest rate to a 7% interest rate in a 6-month period. So we have a unique situation that we've never been in before.
Right. And I think that's the biggest challenge right now is, yes, we have these assumptions and everything, but we don't know exactly when it's going to happen. I think we know for sure it's going to happen. We just don't know when within the next year, I feel, that we'll really see that big change.
If we see a big change, and there is because you never know. This debt ceiling is what's been messing with the rates of the last week, and once they get it to agreement, the question is, okay, how much did they give, each side give, and where that's at, and where's the line. Once that's out of the way, then they're going to go back to the inflation checks. What's going on with inflation? And the one reason inflation has been kind of up recently, and that's why rates went up, is, I mean, the inflation is not really up, but rates have been up because the Fed's not buying any mortgage-backed securities because they're trying to take care of the 118 million or billion that they bought from the two banks that went under, SVB and Signature Bank. So they're dealing with that number, and then they have to now get done with that, and then they come back and, okay, let's start buying some more of the normal bonds, and then we'll start seeing that rates go down.
Right. And with I mean, the biggest thing is our inventory. No matter what, I mean, that's where right now, even with all this uncertainty of which way things are going to be going, you still have multiple offers on all these houses. You still have people releasing contingencies and getting a lot more aggressive with their offers. And like you've been saying, right, the opportunity bubble, that is what is definitely going. The types of opportunities to be able to still get into a house with very minimal down. I think that heading into the summer, it's going to be really hard to even have those kinds of offers accepted, right? Because I think what happened during like the COVID time too was people were even seeing like down payment assistance programs and things like that, and they were like, well, we're going to take a safe route and we're going to go through the faster route, and we're just going to go ahead and go through with the conventional or cash, right? We might see that be very prevalent again. So just like we've been saying, I mean, don't stop looking. Don't also try to time exactly when the big change is going to happen and think that you're going to get in at the perfect sweet spot. Because I mean, even the professionals that are going through this and dedicate their lives to like really trying to narrow down and find out exactly when these changes are going to happen, not even they exactly know when.
Dennis, nobody knows. We've never been here before.
Yeah.
Never in history have we been here before. This is the first time. We never, we've been in a pandemic before, but that was in 1920. But we have not been to where we're at with everything else that's going on. So this is an unusual situation. And so my biggest thing is, if the house works for you, buy the house. You can always adjust the payment later with a refinance. So don't focus on the rates right now. Focus on the house, because the opportunity to get the house you want is the one thing that's the most important thing right now.
Exactly. And low inventory isn't obviously only affecting like homeowners or people that are wanting to become homeowners. It's also a lot of people that are renting right now. I mean, the rental market in itself, inventory is super short. You got people, which is crazy to me. I mean, sometimes, a lot of the times, actually, the requirements to become a tenant are a lot more heftier than actually purchasing. And I mean, just as far as like how far back they're going and doing their background check, and also, the credit. And the biggest thing is like their deposits are huge now.
Right. And the cost. I mean, the rental isn't that much cheaper than buying. For a while there, it was cheaper to buy than rent. And then it got so expensive that it was cheaper to rent. Yeah. I don't know. It's so close right now. You just have to run the numbers and see. But one is an investment. One is just a cost. Renting is a cost. Buying is an investment in your future forever. Right. And that's how you become better. And it's putting money away that you're going to pay more than what you pay for rent. That difference is an investment, like you're putting it away into IRA or something else. And I think a lot of people don't understand that process.
Right. I mean, and the biggest difference within that too is the gain difference, right? Mm-hmm. When you compare it to like an IRA or like a regular savings account, you're going to make a lot more money being into a house. I mean, that's why they say, for a lot of millionaires, billionaires, the number one
90%.
Yeah, right. Like the trait that a lot of them have is that they're always investing in real estate.
90% of those people was made their money in real estate, and that's how it's going to go forward. I had somebody else who's like, I have to get rid of my dad's house. I said, why do you have to get rid of it? I got to buy out the other side and buy them out, but keep it as a rental, because you don't understand. Our market's just going to continue to go up in value because of the fact that we have no inventory and we're not building. It would take years for us to get caught up, even if we said, okay, floodgates open, build thousands of homes. It's going to take a while. It's not going to happen overnight. We're still going to see double-digit appreciation in California, and that's why they're saying you have about 5 years.
Yeah. And I think I mean, specifically, like even just like catering to like our area, right? Like Central Valley and everything. We're at that point where, again, like I've said, we are reflecting the Bay Area. There's like a cap that we're not. It's weird. I don't know. I don't even always want to say threshold because it's like reversed, but there's like a threshold that we're just not breaking under, if that makes sense. Like we're like Bay Area as well. I mean, over there, 2 bedrooms are going for like bare minimum, like 800, 700. We're at the point where maybe 4 or 5 years ago, you could get a nice house, 3-bed, 2-bath in our area for around like the low 300s. Now you have to at least be like mid 400s to get something that's like in good condition,
or at least in a decent neighborhood.
Right.
In bad condition.
So that's something that I've been seeing. And exactly like you said, I mean, where will we be 5 years from now? Are we going to go up another 100,000? I think, like you said, we're probably going to be appreciating within the double digits. I mean,
even at 10% a year, a $500,000 house goes up $50,000.
Yeah. So it's why we've been saying, I mean, don't stop, especially if you're at a position where you can be qualified, because
I think people don't know. What they need to do is reach out to see where they're at, and that's how they can figure out what they can do to move forward. Reach out to one of us, and we can get them going through the process and get them to where they need to be.
Yeah. And Ed lays it out for you too, where, you can actually see the numbers, and, from there you decide, hey, this is something I can do. And again, like we said, sometimes you got to get a little creative. Maybe I'm doing it, you know, you rent out a bedroom, rent out something within the house that will help you make it possible. But if you're not doing it, you know, someone else is doing it,
Right.
and you need to prepare yourself. Because again, I think that home ownership will be pretty unobtainable for a lot of people. I mean, we're already starting to see for people that are, if you're not making at least like 80,000 a year, it's getting hard, and that number is only going to keep increasing.
Yeah, and the major issue with all this is the fact that, you know, people think they're going to get everything in their first home. You're not going to get everything in your first home. You need to figure out what's most important and what percentage are you okay with not getting, because you're not going to get everything in this first home in this price point. This is not going to be your final home. This is your first home. Your first home, you get maybe 60% of everything you wanted, and then go from there. But even when you're buying your second home, you're probably only going to get 80% of what you want in the first place. And then you have to make the changes. You're not going to get exactly what you want. My house I've had for 20 years, and, you know, I had to remodel everything. Needed to remodel everything from the beginning, but I just put it off. I was like, I'm moving in with my wife and we'll rent it. And now we moved into it, and it's like, okay, bathrooms, kitchen, needs a pool, you know, I mean, all those things that you don't think about and you have to do. And you have to be okay with that. But it's not going to be perfect. The neighborhood is what I wanted. You know what I mean? It's not the house. It's exactly what I wanted.
And it's the most, I mean, the location is always the most important.
Oh, I think it's the most important 3 things in it is location, location, location.
Right. and I mean, it couldn't be any truer. I mean, that's where, I mean, all these appraisals and everything, that's the first thing that they're really looking at. And that's where I tell everyone too, you know, granted, you're the one making the purchase, but yes, look for the essentials, right? Which you obviously want your family, you want yourself to be in a safe spot. So number one priority is typically always location. And then the second is, you know,
location.
The space. Yeah. Right. But
third one is
location.
All right. The most important thing is to move forward, is to figure out what you can afford.
Yeah.
You need to meet with somebody like myself. Reach out to me. You can find me at edparcaut.com. You can text me at edparcaut.com. I'm sorry, you can email me there. You can text me at my phone number, 209-404-1915, and say, hey, I'm thinking about what I want to do and how to get qualified. How do I move forward? Reach out to us. We'll get you on the process to see what you can do. A lot of people think they can't, and they can. And that's what we're here to help you through that process, to get you to, because you need to get into a home. If you're renting, you need to buy a home, because rents are going to continue to go up every month. Your payment on your house will stay the same until you refinance it and lower it.
Right. So everybody get out there, you know, like we've been saying, reach out to Ed, contact me, even if it's just, you know, questions that you're having about the market and what we're seeing out there. I always reach out to my clients and I just ask them if they want a simple update of what's going on, you know, to give you a first person view of, you know, what I as an agent am seeing when I'm helping my clients, when I'm writing these offers for them. The competitiveness that is out there right now, it's a lot. I find it fun, you know, it makes it more challenging. However, it's not that fun for my clients when, you know, month by month, I mean, you're seeing, you're just seeing the possibility of obtaining a house get farther and farther. So,
yeah. So most important thing is just don't wait. Start the process now. Would you agree?
I agree 100%.
Let's leave it right there then. Give us a call. That's your call to action. Give us a call. Everybody, make it a great day. And thanks for being here, Francisco. And thank you for watching. If you like what we do here, just get over and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you and have a great day.
Take care.